Hey, S.L.A.E family, your crown doesn't need defending. Yet, here we are. Let's talk about it.
Slay, laugh, repeat. Repeat.
I know. Scenario. All right, y'all. Welcome to Slay, Laugh, Repeat.
Ladies
Right.
and gentlemen, let's get into it. We're going to talk about hair culture and hair trauma and get into a little bit of black hair in the workspace. Let's work it. So I have a little icebreaker for my audience and my co-hosts. What are the styles that you are currently doing right now?
Shaking these dreads. Wait, that was kind of cute. It like landed kind of cute. Now, if
See
I
how it
tried to do it like this, it'd be all not cute. But yeah,
I love it.
No, why are you doing your hair like that?
I'm doing. Look, I was like, what? Huh? Answer the question, man. Wait, are we ready to get into this? Y'all want to get
Why-
into it? You know what? I think I can keep this answer simple. Basically, as I've gotten older and I've kind of like started growing in my career and just having to put in a lot of like hard work. Oh, I found out we ain't gonna talk about this for an hour, but I found out I do have ADHD, so I'm unable to focus on a lot of different things at a lot of different times. So the point is like didn't have time to be focusing on this hair. Like, so when I'm trying to be on time for meetings, I'm trying to be on time, get my life together, do what I gotta do. I didn't have time to be focusing on hair maintenance. And yeah, there's always been such a stigma about locks, or people may have called them dreadlocks and whatever you call them. But I started seeing something that was really beautiful, and I was like, I think I can do this. And
You can do so many things
Yeah.
with them.
it's been one of the
To
best
me.
decisions I've ever made in my life. Like, it feels good. I know y'all, everybody chime in that's watching, like, if y'all can relate when you know you made a good decision. I was like, oh, I should have did this a long time ago. But
How many years
Amen.
has it been now?
locked about a year and a half. About
A year and a half. It seems. Woo.
Not that
Your
long,
hair's
yeah.
going so fast.
Her
Yeah,
hair
it
loves
it
to
grew
be
kind of.
locked.
Yeah, and my hair wanted to be locked.
But
You're
you had a
absolutely
lot
right.
of hair. You had a
It
lot.
My
you still
the
have a lot of hair.
loctician I went to, she was like, wait, when I went back for my first twist, and I wasn't supposed to wash it. So everybody chiming in, y'all, that when you do your starter locks, they tell you
Yeah.
not to wash it for a while to let it like actually lock up. But I couldn't take it anymore because my scalp was itching, and I washed it anyway, and then it started locking faster, and I was like, that just kind of answered my question for what I should do with my hair. My hair really
Right.
wanted to be locked, and my loctician
Yeah.
told me that too. She was like, wait, this is like the fastest I've ever, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to
That's
do this.
cool.
Her hair been wanted to be locked.
Yeah, it
It was
did.
like,
Maybe that's the problem. We'll get into it in the rest of this episode, but
Yeah,
maybe that's why it didn't want to be combed, and it was so defiant in the middle. It was like, I don't want to do this.
Ah.
Went
my
home
goodness.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I tried to start some too, like last year, and it did not work. But I didn't do it the right way.
When I had more
Yeah, you
time,
didn't
my
do it the
hair
right
did
way.
really well. I want to hear y'all's experience and thoughts on that. But moisture retention and like protective styles and retaining moisture, my hair, I had some really good years of just natural, what is it called? Loose natural hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was all like soft and lustrous. I was like, I like my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one more question to add to that, Aisha, though. What's one word that would describe your hair journey right now?
Free. I'll say free. Sure.
But no, that's not it.
No, sorry.
Really?
Don't take that
Really?
back.
Okay.
It's like, dang it, I like that. Come back. I'm gonna answer it in a little bit. I gotta think of it. No, I love that question though. So
I
that's
should
why
have
I'm all
included
serious
that.
about it.
That's actually both of the questions.
I didn't want to say free because I do. I'm not like free locks. Like, I do like manipulate
You
it and
do
twist it, and
twist
like
it,
I'm not
yeah.
like one of the folks that can go
Rasta.
without
Let
twists
it-
or
yeah.
no, I
you
kind of.
not full on Rasta.
Yeah, I want a little bit of I ain't gonna front. So, but
Now that full on Rasta looks free to me, but they still wash
Yeah.
their hair with oils and all that. But then after that, they done.
yeah, they're not
there's
like
no
worrying about
parting.
like.
You're not
Mhm.
supposed to do that.
I like the retwist style. I like crisp lines.
Yeah,
I
me
ain't
too.
gonna front.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that too.
So there's still some like manipulation, but there's a word like maybe empowered or something. Like I do really feel like I should have done this a long time ago. And
Mm.
yeah. And I think I had a little bit of a stigma towards locks. Like I think I thought
Mm.
for some reason you couldn't wash your hair, and I
Oh
just
yeah,
thought of
some
it as
people
kind
do
of
think they're
unkempt.
dirty. Yeah, like they're not
Yeah,
gonna
Baby
and
be
I just was
dirty
like,
for
face,
some
yeah.
reason.
But
yeah.
that's
That's
like
But
But
then when I
there's
wild.
started to learn more,
detoxing that they do with that. Like I've seen
Yeah,
videos
you
of
can
them
clean.
detoxing.
detoxing.
But I couldn't let my hair get to that. Like, so
Oh
anybody
yeah,
watching, you don't have to. I wash my
you
hair
don't.
pretty often, and actually, there's a guy. I want to plug him. His name is Chris McDread, and he has like these big, long, luscious locks, and his
Oh,
are all
that's
shiny and clean, and he like advocates. I know, right? Luscious locks, but he like advocates for washing your hair like really often, and so I was so happy to start hearing about that, and it kind of helped me get rid of my stigma around locks. And one of my old students I used to work with, what did she say? She was like, I want to do her little voice. Oh, I should say her name. But
Give
she
her
was
a
like
shout
talking like
out.
I know, Elizabeth for Lenitra. She was like, you would be bomb with locks or something. That's kind of how she talks a little bit. She was like, you'd be bomb with locks, and I was like, really? And
I love
that always stood out in my head. And then when I got locks and I started liking them, I was like, oh,
I'm
this is
bomb
Yeah.
with
nature.
locks.
Like,
It
yeah.
looks so natural, like it's been like that the whole time.
Shell, what's your hair journey right now? And what word would you describe?
I've currently been donning a different wig and look every week or so, or maybe every 2 weeks, because I just love the convenience and the self-expression of it all. I would have defined it with one word, like I used to say, it was lazy. And then that sounds like really negative. And I'm on this positive kick. So I'm going to define it now as undefined.
Hey, I like that. That's
That's so
good.
funny. I have some.
Because your different wigs, the different looks gives you this choice on how you want to show up every day. So if I want to do my natural hair, I take the wig off. And
It's
I
so
was rocking
funny.
like shaved head last year. So I got tired of the shaved head with my locks in the center. I felt very powerful with that style. But then I was like, okay, I'm tired of this look. I don't want to be defined because even if you don't think, people are out there coming up with their own terms for this,
Uh-huh.
treating you a certain way because I had my shaved head. I may have come across maybe a little edgy, and I like that for that.
I was about to say,
But
spoken ass.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
like
But
that.
you have that
like
style, don't
like
you
I
think?
wear my wigs like I'll pick my outfits,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't really like to be defined in one particular box. Like this is not a manufactured goods thing. This is a one of a kind art piece here we're working with. So yeah, you're only gonna get this original version and it's different every time. So yeah.
Dang, I want to say so much about what you were saying, Shell. And it's so hard to not cut
Say
people off. One, I think it's so bomb how wigs just look bomb right now. Like back
Yes.
when growing up, there was like
They
a
look
that
couple of
part.
different styles of like kind of old lady wigs, and they was all tightly curled,
curly.
and yeah, and just were not that
Or
cute.
like maybe pixies, really small,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Pixies. I
yeah,
had
yeah. I
those.
short,
forgot about
short.
the
I mean,
pixies. Or even the straights, like they didn't look natural. Like it just was like
It
you
you
was all
didn't
you
have a
couldn't
shiny.
part. Now they're
yeah.
creating parts.
No, let
Like
me
No
tell you
so,
guys
part,
about
no
this
realistic
one
Yeah.
part.
time, I was
no.
getting into wigs, like, back in my college days. I had started wearing them because I was really in a hurry a lot. I was going to school. I was doing all kinds of stuff when I was in my college days. So I found out that wigs were like a quick way to just get up and go. So I started wearing wigs and I picked this one that was like a pixie cut. And we went out one time and I had the little
I feel
pixie
like
cut
I've
wig
seen this
on.
before.
It was like, yeah, short on the side, and then
It
it
was
had
cute though.
spiky, curls that went towards the back, kinda like a little hedgehog, but yeah, it was
Hedgehog.
really cute to me, and at the time, I thought I was cute in it,
You
but
were
this
then.
You were. You
guy
were.
got so mad at me at the club because I didn't want him dancing with me and my friend. He was, like, pushing up on us, and I was like, okay, you need to step back." And he was like, "Who are you telling to step back, you, 30-year-old virgin?" Or not 30-year-old virgin, sorry. He said, "You 30-year-old lesbian." He called me a
What?
30-year-old lesbian, and I was so embarrassed.
What a weird
I'm
insult.
back. Right.
Or
Like,
no,
I
His
like
feelings.
was
he's talking about the
His
hairstyle though.
feelings
calling the
was hurt.
fucking 30-year-old lesbian because the way he was, like, just bashing that wig because it was short, that pissed me off so bad, you guys,
Sorry
like,
to laugh
that
at that.
that messed me
Maybe he was
no, it
talking
wasn't
about
funny
how you
afterwards,
didn't
but I
want
was
him
at the
dancing
time, I
with
was
you
pissed.
too.
I was like, "Hold me back,
Shit.
hold me back." Because who's the 30-year-old. He ain't even close to no 30.
Yeah, you weren't even 30.
I was
And
so
then
pissed. I was
He
so
got
pissed. And he ruined my, like, confidence in that wig.
yeah, that's
I
the
always
thing.
had this
I think he
weird
got
thing
mad
on
because
his
you ruined his first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Like,
So
Now
he
that
tried to have a
Rejection.
comeback and make you
Yeah, a
feel
lot of
bad. I'm
guys
sorry
don't
to
take
laugh, but
now that should
it's
be
rejection.
so
another
bad.
episode, dude.
that's a
Saying
whole
the
other thing.
rejection.
Yeah.
And that's
So
why I can't
basically,
pick that up. Like I would have left that
yeah.
right where it was. Like you got a problem
You
with
know,
hearing no. Now get your whack
Yeah.
ass away
I
from
was
me.
I was
Yeah, I
drunk.
don't play these
So
games. Your club story made me think about it was I'm name dropping in the club. And he's like, every time I
Everybody.
see you, you have a different hairstyle. And I thought a compliment was coming. I was like, hey, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
fly,
always.
I'm
Oh
creative.
no.
He was like, do you have some kind of personality issue or yeah, he went psychological on me. And I was like, no, I'm creative. I like to
when
switch it
is
up.
this? When was this?
This is like in my early 20s. And um,
Yeah.
I was feeling myself.
How can he have? Look, I was about to say his name again. How can he have a name like his and then want to be all? Don't judge me about my different.
He was
Or that's
very
That
Yeah, I don't know. Very Black Power. He's doing a lot in the community now, but I feel like he was very judgy and judgy
he's
out of
always been doing a
nowhere.
lot in the community, but he is. Yeah.
And the
Yeah, I can see
judgment,
that.
I had to leave it right with him. But it did echo in my head how people think just because you're not wearing your natural hair out or you switch it up and wear wigs or one day like your hair is straight. Like there's something wrong with my psychology. It's like, no, we have the right to have creative expression. Our hair does so many things and could be in so many
Amen.
different forms or styles. And I'm allowed to do that without someone
Yeah.
questioning my sanity.
And then that person you're mentioning, he should understand that it's a European kind of way of thinking to think that you have to wear your hairstyle every day. When we
Yeah,
wake
the
up
same.
as Black
Yeah,
women, if we
yeah.
kept our hair in a natural state, not that you have to, or there's no rule that you have
Yeah,
to do
there's no
anything,
rules.
but if our hair just grew out of our head and we like woke up every morning, it's not going to look the same. You still have
No.
to have some kind of manipulation to make it look the same every day. So he
All the
should
time.
understand that's a European way of thinking, and we should get him on the line right now. We got
Yeah.
his phone number
Call on
and give him a call and be like,
Yeah, right
But you
now.
remember 20 years ago when you said to
Right.
Lisa, we
Straight
want to
up
talk to
20
you
years
about
ago.
That's why the culture is very much different because now it's okay to wear these wigs.
I'm really looking to see if I have his number. I
I
might have
know.
his number.
Call him, man. Call him. Call him,
He's like,
Aisha.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
How dare you?
Funny.
Because that's the mentality that I was on, you guys. Like, side note, that's where why I was having so much struggle with this because I was like, is this some kind of identity disorder?
No.
What is going on?
I
Because
think
the names, the
Yeah.
words that I looked at to define my hair journey were
Mhm.
making me go into like a whole other, like really, I was like,
Spit
why
it
did I
out.
pick that word? Because
Mm.
at first it was expressionism. And what expressionism really is, once I started reading into it, like it's an art form, is that they were going through back in the 20s. And I actually think it may have been further than that. But anyway, it was starting to make me sound crazy. And then so I was like, no, not expressionism, surrealism. And then I was like, no, that really was
Yeah, that
crazy.
really was.
Yeah, that really
art
is
form.
unfragmented, like juxtaposed. Like, she's
Yeah.
wearing hot orange hair, but she's driving a minivan. And it's like, I think that
Yeah,
does
don't match
define
it.
me. But then I started thinking about it while I was brushing my teeth and getting ready for this. I was like, what is my definition? Like, what is this hair journey? And I was like, you know what? Undefined. It's undefined.
I like
Yeah.
that.
That could come across bad too. It could be interpreted as like, oh, you don't know yourself, huh? I kind of figured that. That's why you had blonde hair last week. Huh? And I was just like,
Ugh.
oh my God. So whatever.
We should not
You
be
didn't know
this
you were
tied
gonna
to our
read it.
hair.
Yeah.
But
we
these
shouldn't.
people get in your head.
But it
Yeah.
is
And
the
yes,
only
you
thing.
are tied to your hair
Yeah.
from traumatic experiences.
That's
from
the identity of it. It's like it is
Mhm.
on your
Yep.
head. It can't
Yep.
be ignored. And
Yep.
how much of it defines who you are. And that is everybody on the outside's problem, but
Yeah.
somehow we
We
make it our
internalize it.
own. We internalize it. And it's because you've gotten some weird ass response from some lunatic
Mhm.
about your
Everywhere you
hair when they
turn.
need to mind their damn business,
I don't
likely.
be giving
Mhm.
a fuck.
Mhm.
Or it starts in the home. It could start in the home if you got
True.
different hair textures from a sibling or cousins and stuff. So there's a
Mm.
lot that mixed in with it. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
ultimately your hair, your choice, and then of course
Amen.
outside shit.
Let's go on to E and Lise. Let's hear your words describe your hair right now, or your hair journey.
Go ahead, Lee.
Oh, well, these are lock extensions. I want to be content with locks. So I would say my word is content. But as you just heard, I love to change my hair. My hair to me is like an accessory almost, and it's based on what I'm wearing. I'll style it differently. I like doing like rockabilly styles. I like doing all kinds of things, but I like the convenience.
What's rockabilly? I'm sorry to cut you
You
off.
know
What's
those pinup girls when they have like the swoop.
I love
some,
like
you know, I love doing
that
different
too.
styles,
Love
and I
it.
love different textures that our hair can, you know, transform into. Our hair is amazing. I love black hair so much. And so I felt like locks are so restrictive, but they're actually not. You can do a lot of different styles with them, and I'm learning. The part that makes me a little, because I put these lock extensions in my hair, and I paid a lot of a grip, because they said they were human, but once I got them, I could tell they were not human hair. So that pissed me off, because they were, you know, a couple hundred. And then I have to switch them out, but I've been slowly doing that. So I want to be content with my hair, but right now I'm feeling a little frustrated because I'm having to redo them slowly but surely. My word, we'll say content.
Content.
Asterisk.
Content. I like that though.
I love it.
I like it
that
too.
content.
At least you made me think of what I wanted to say when Shell was talking. I am gonna miss, like, I like changing my hairstyle too, you know, as often as I want to. But yeah, I'm just gonna miss that. Long story short, from having locks. But there are some like diverse things. Like, and I've seen women when they grow their locks out for a long time. I don't know if I do this, but they can, like, there'll be all this new growth, and they slick their hair back and be looking like you know, they just have natural hair that's gelled back, and they be having like a totally different style in the back. So I don't know. There's like, and then you can like weave in hair. I might do this when we go.
That's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm about to make a mermaid. Yeah, I'm about to do mermaid locks. So I'm about to add in human hair. So it's going to be locked, and then it's going to be like,
I was thinking about doing that too when we go on our cruise. Like, it won't be too long, but I'm just going to have like some curly pieces like weaved in.
Yeah,
wavy
you can do
pieces
that.
or something.
So I'm about to do that.
So much creativity.
I know.
Women are
I'm
dope.
like, don't
That's
try to
what I'm
hold me
saying.
back with my
They can
hair.
do so
Please
much.
don't do that.
Yeah, that's
E,
when I
what's
love my hair.
yours?
Go ahead, E.
So, what have I been doing now? Sorry if I'm so loud. I feel like I'm loud, but whatever. I'm projecting on this. I'm projecting.
But you got our attention. You
on
woke me
this.
up.
I know.
No, but right now I'm wearing these lovely wigs. Shalene got me into it, so she got me like ordering on Amazon, and I'm like, oh, cute, cute, cute. Like, you know, spending the money on them. But I like it. It's like, you know, something like, you know, when you're ready to just go and do something, because something about my hair is like, if I don't have my hair done, I feel like I don't want to go nowhere, right? Like, I feel like I'm not as cute or whatever. Like, my makeup doesn't have to be done, nothing. Or if my hair is not done, then I'm not going. Like, no, I'm not going. Nope,
That's
I'm
how
not
I
doing
got her
it.
out the house.
So,
Look
like,
at her with
yeah,
a
like
wig. I was
these
like,
wigs be
"Wow."
coming
Here you
through.
go.
Come on, you know you want to go.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
That is so funny.
I'm like,
Nice wig. You'll be
I'm
fine.
coming. I'm coming. No.
Okay.
Really?
Look,
Pause.
here.
Pause. It's something really crazy.
Y'all been saying weird stuff the whole
I
time.
know. Shell said something about touching herself, and I seen Lisa laugh. And
My head is in the gutter.
Wait, when did I say this?
it was kind of. I don't want to know. I want to know what you were talking about, because it wasn't. It didn't fit with what you were saying. You was like, yeah, because, you know, and I was touching myself and something. And
Like, I really liked it, but
goes
now
to the
it's
same.
so much fun to play with yourself, like with all these different ideas. Like, what does this color look like on my skin? What does this look like on this length look like on?
Oh, this is fun. I love something. And then, I'm like, what was she talking about? Why was she touching?
I
think he meant touching your hair. I think he meant touching your hair.
I'm
Oh my
immature,
God, you
and
guys
that's
are-
why
I can't wait to
Really?
look
young
I
at you.
freaking love this shit. Okay. I'm fucking cracking up. Okay. Anyways, but you know, I like to switch it up, so I like the fact that, you can get different type of wigs and stuff like that. But like, there's not a lot of places to place these wigs, so I can't just
Yeah.
keep buying wigs. And
Should
but
make a wall.
it's
No.
It's gonna
That
be
is
scary.
scary.
it needs a closet. It needs a closet or something. I'm gonna create something, but I like my natural hair too. So, but
Yeah.
that's just something you can't do daily. And I feel like I wear my hair naturally more in the summer because I can wear let and
Yeah.
go hairstyles. I mean, even here in Ice right now, talk about the dreads. Like I've been told that too. Like you should try, dreads. And I said maybe after 40, because I do enjoy the flat irons. And you know what? These wigs be looking just like my hair.
They
So
sure
I feel
do.
like,
Yeah.
Show
You got
and I think my hair would just thrive too
How you
with
wanna wear
locks.
it.
And at this age, I'm just tired. I got children.
Yeah.
I got to worry
Yeah.
about their hair. I mean, dreads would be a way to go, but I feel like that's a lot of maintenance too, especially because there's times like I don't want to do my own hair. I want someone else
See?
to do it. But
You
this
wanna
shit is starting to
outsource.
get expensive. Like, I'm like, oh my God. The word I would say to describe my hair journey right now is unpredictable because you never know how I'm coming through.
Right.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
you never know how I'm coming through
I
because every
love it.
time I come somewhere, people would be like, "Who's that?" You know who it
Yeah.
is.
That's
You
what
look
I
brand
want.
new.
No, I want unpredictable.
That's why I was like,
Don't be stealing her word.
That's
I know,
mine.
that's
I'm gonna
what-
dub yours to be
What's a synonym?
undefined.
We need a synonym.
You can't take her word.
I'm switching our words.
No.
you can take the word.
She's like, I'll
different.
share. I'll
Too.
share.
I'll
Unpredictable.
share it.
I think that's what I meant to say actually, and then it came out undefined.
It's really
Yeah.
unpredictable though. You never know what I'm
So
gonna
y'all
like
comment
my-
your go-to hairstyle right now. Like, is it natural? Is it braids? Is it wigs? Is it locks? Or is it silk press? I've been seeing a lot of silk press going on. Let us know what you're rocking.
I
Yeah.
like
Okay.
braids though too. Like I really
Oh, I
like
love
braids.
braids.
Since I can't have I'm not gonna say I can't have since I don't have the dreads right now. I like those looks to make it look like I have
Yeah.
them, like crochet
Yeah.
locks or something like that. I like those styles, and that shit look good on me. Actually, every hairstyle looks good on me.
Amen.
That's what I feel
I think
like.
I should be a hair model. Hey, find me. I'm about to have something different next time, and I'm gonna see what you guys think. And if you guys see
Yeah.
different
Find
hairstyles,
me.
yeah.
So Lisa, you had brought up a part. You were talking about how we can switch up our hair. We all kind of talked about the different creativity and stuff. And did y'all know, like during, like I just feel like our hair. I'm just thinking about the culture and the significance of our hair and stuff. Did y'all know, like during slavery time, they would like cornrow like maps in their hair.
Yeah.
When I found that out, I was like, we
That's
are the most
tight.
creative freaking genius. That's genius. Like, because they
Yeah.
wouldn't let us like communicate, whatever. And so we're gonna braid freaking maps into our hair. Come on
Yeah.
now. I could
We had to find a way. We had to figure out
and
a
we
way.
did.
Yeah,
Every-
the creativity is unmatched.
Like, man, like that's just
That
so
was
that just
awesome.
blew me away. So if y'all comment down below if y'all didn't know that, or if you were
Did
today
not know
years
that.
old
That's
when you found,
crazy.
yeah, like that just
Cool.
like I was like, we are so freaking
We could do
just
so
genius.
much.
Yeah, and to this day, the fact that wearing our hair natural and I don't know, it's weird that it's such a statement, but it shouldn't be.
Repping.
You know, like
Yeah.
they still try to like control us or just try to like kind of hold us down by telling us how we can or cannot do our hair.
Separating us from our identity, from our natural identity.
Yeah,
So wrong.
yeah. And they'll know that like flight attendants just like I don't even know how many years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I don't even know if it's that long. They just got certain airlines just gave them permission to wear their natural hair.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Flight attendants
What did
were,
they have to
had
do?
very
What were they doing?
they had to wear it straight or like pulled back. Like they couldn't do braids. And there was a guideline or a rule.
Their policy restricted your hair. That's probably why there wasn't a lot of black stewardess
Flight
and
attendants, yeah.
flight attendants.
Yeah.
Because they have
Now
all
they
them
just-
dang on restriction.
That's crazy.
Okay, while policies are evolving, they generally mandate that hair must be clean, neat, and professional, often requiring long hair to be secured in a bun or ponytail to ensure safety and to prevent interference with work duties. So, I don't know. Yeah, the Crown Act. The Crown Act influence.
That's what I was trying
That
to tell
was-
you about, Lisa.
Yeah.
I seen that too.
Oh, this is an acronym for CROWN, creating a respectful and open world for natural hair.
It's
Airlines.
crazy that we even have to worry about that. That's
I know.
wild.
It's so crazy.
So I can't wear my natural hair without a problem.
Right.
Oh, and I guess some major airlines like United, Alaska, and Virgin Atlantic have loosened their uniform and grooming codes to allow more personal expressions, such as allowing visible tattoos and less rigid hair rules.
That's crazy. And then they want everybody to be fine when you're telling me the way my hair naturally is, the way I wake up is
Crazy.
against the rules.
But then
Mhm.
you can do your hair the
Oh,
way you
girl,
wake up.
you could show up to work with your hair wet, not even dry
Wet.
yet,
Oh,
flinging it
yeah.
all around
Because
in
it
its
didn't
natural
dry all the
state.
way in the
But
car
mine's
yet.
is not cool in its natural state with my afro. That kind of
Yeah, it's
stuff would
crazy.
stress me out because we're not in the workplace culture part, but when I was getting ready to get a corporate job, so I had an afro, my hair is natural, and I
Yeah.
literally, there was a conversation between me and my husband, like, you can't go in there with that hair like that on day one, on the interview or day one.
That's
So
a
I
real
had to
thing.
ease these
I hate
people into
that.
my natural hair. Like I had to come
Mhm.
in with my little wigs, my weaves, and came in, and then I slowly started to like change my hair, and it did draw attention when I started to like
Yes,
wear
it
my
did.
natural hair, my braids and stuff. Oh man, we'll get into that part in the workplace.
Yeah.
But
Annoying
they
attention.
couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
But actually, there was something about the natural hair movement. Like it's a rise again.
Natural hair movement, love it or side eye. I kind of want to say like, why? What would be some reasons for like, why would anybody side eye it? Side eye it. Like, I don't even understand that comparison. I guess I would say, or yeah, let's
So
talk about
I
that.
almost said
I don't know.
Right.
side eye because I could see a side eye coming from the angle of why is this annoyed that this is a thing, that it has to be a movement for the world. Like we got to do policy
Oh,
changes
Right.
for the world to
yeah.
accept us in our natural
Yeah.
state. So
Crazy.
to
Yeah.
me, the side eye comes from, are you freaking kidding me? Like this should not even be
I
a
get
thing
you.
that it's a movement at all. And then the other part is, yes, let's embrace it. I love it. I love that we're coming here, but the fact that it got to be a whole movement, we got to move collectively so people can make
Yeah.
policy
We gotta make
changes and
policies
embrace.
and
Yeah. Like, are
that
you
makes sense.
serious? When we
I
freaking
don't
been
know.
here?
When I went natural, I'm gonna call him out. He's all popular and he's like kind of like a little famous. He be like making music. Do me when I went natural. You asked me. He was like, "Let me see if I can do his face." He was like, "Why would you want to do that?" I was like, "Oh, because I just want to grow my natural hair." I was all confused. Didn't have an answer prepared. I was like,
Right.
because it's cool.
Nobody asked that question. Like,
I know, right? But yeah, it's just that's what I thought you were coming from, at least when you were saying like people were side eyeing it, and they probably are. There's some people that
Yeah.
might be like, why is everybody trying to go to their nappy hair or unkempt
There
hair?
are.
Yeah,
There
that's why I was like,
There
yeah,
are
don't be
people
side eyeing my
saying
hair.
stuff like that. Yeah, I want
Yeah,
them
I
to
know
call
two
me.
people. I know two people, and I will
Really?
call them out right now. That before I put this wig on my head this morning,
Two
that
people.
No, we can't call that out. We
side
gonna get
eyeing.
whooping. No
I
whooping.
know.
They almost broke their eyes. They were side eyeing so hard. They were
Their
like,
eye sockets.
"You're going to," I know, like they were so shocked that because
Mm.
I took the kids over to mom and dad's. These two people are mom and dad, by the way, audience.
Oh
You gotta get a
no!
whooping.
Yes, they are. I'm gonna call y'all out because they did not want me to go on the show today with my natural hair, and they didn't necessarily say that, but there's certain ways people say things without really saying it.
Look at you like
Yeah.
crazy.
Look,
Like,
They
excited,
were like,
excited.
"You're going on. You got the podcast today."
Like you going to bed, right?
Wait,
You going?
you got
right.
Oh, okay.
Today.
You're
Yeah,
going-
like you showing up for us. Like, no, I am gonna do what I want. And I was thinking
Yes.
about it, but they made me feel like the hair was just Like,
Out
wow,
of control.
that wasn't the right way to show up, even for a show that I created, like we did this,
Right, like it's
not
my
you.
show.
Like,
Yeah.
but I can present how I want to, but that kind of thing does get in there. So, like,
It
yeah,
stays in there.
But let's be real. If we seen somebody on the street, we're just driving in the car on a regular day, and we see somebody on the street. Maybe they're looking good head to toe, but when that hair is looking like that, you're gonna be like, "What's going on?"
when the hair
Is she
is
walking to the hair? Is she walking to the salon?
hair's like
Oh,
this.
do it. I was just gonna say. I feel like it's such an act
How
of
was it
defiance.
looking? It was
That's
looking
kinda
just
cute.
like that. I was
Yeah,
like,
and
I
then-
like it.
Wait, why did I get confused? I was like, "Wait, just happened."
We got somebody popped up on the screen.
The video just turned
Hey, what happened? What happened?
Oh, y'all give me a headache.
You
I'm
said that
crying
this morning
all
before
day.
we started. Wait, you guys, before we started, she was like, what just happened? Like, before we started rolling, she saw the hair like this, the wig wasn't done, because I was late, because I just took them over there. And I was like,
Cute, so yeah, man, it's
I love
an
the
act of-
texture. You guys, let me tell you something about natural hair. I have
Oh
a
my
fascination with the feeling. Like,
Ooh,
I like
me too. I miss my
hair
feeling.
I like the feeling too.
When my hair
Yeah.
grows
love-
out, I get so excited because I can play with
Yeah.
my like natural texture. I
Yes,
miss
touch
that.
it.
I touch it and I coil it and I
Yeah.
twist it and I can do whatever. I can sit with it all the time. And I like it. It's super soft.
Yes,
Yeah,
I miss
yeah,
the
it's soft.
softness
But
too.
this was
It's like
unacceptable.
cotton.
And then for my son, he's like, "Why do you have hair like a troll?" And then I was like,
Oh no, kids,
He was there.
they'll do it to you.
They will.
"Trolls, they have hair like me, honey. They
No,
got hair like
say
Right,
shit
me."
right.
like that. Like when I was wearing
As
my
she's
first
literally blotting
wig, when I
tears.
just got my wig.
Yeah.
When I just got my wig, my daughter was like, "Everybody's gonna know."
Everybody's gonna know.
She's like, "Everybody's gonna know that's the wig."
She said
I
they're gonna know. They're gonna
I
know.
don't care.
It's
is
like,
what I
so?
said. I
Yeah,
said,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
excited
care.
that people like people can know you got a wig and it's no big deal. I wish it was like that
Yes.
when I was growing up. I
I
probably would have
know,
tried
it
it.
I love
wasn't.
that part of it. I love
Back in
that.
the day, they would have tried to like take it off of
Take
you
it
or
off.
something in
Yeah.
school.
They would have
Oh.
tried to
Well, yeah,
snatch
they would
your
try to
wig.
pull
I could
People
not
trying to be
stand middle
funny.
school and high school boys. They were
My
so
God,
freaking
the
annoying.
word.
My
That's
God.
why
Oh
we
my
didn't do that.
gosh.
We did not play
That was
around.
so
with
Oh
bad.
yeah, you couldn't even have like tracks. Like people started wearing tracks, but if they found out, they would try to like pull on them or
Yeah,
something.
They were shaming
I
you
remember
about
I
your
had
weave.
these crochet braids one time, and why were like they were not put in all the way or something, and
Oh.
like they were like on the floor, like people were like,
yeah.
"What is this?"
You're like,
I'm like,
I
know who
"Stop
this
doing the
is."
match! Stop doing the
Man,
match!"
That's
I
a
was
whole
like,
nother segment, like having
Like,
that
oh
like
my
phantom
God.
braid that you're like, I
Yeah.
think that's my braid over there in that corner, and you didn't walk away
Yeah.
or something.
"Oh
Yeah.
my
Like,
God!"
that's
Like
the worst.
literally one summer we were swimming and we got a pool or whatever, but it's like we have to share it with the community. And there was a braid at the bottom of the pool.
They were like, "It's a snake."
We didn't have braids. We didn't have no braids. But I still told the kids, I was like, dive down there and get that damn braid because they're going to think it's us because we're the only people that go swim.
Oh,
But
Okay,
somebody
yeah.
else left that braid. It was there when we got there to the pool. But I was like, I don't know who did it. But
you
like,
made them go get the braid?
No,
think it's,
I would have left that because
they're going to think it's my kids.
No,
No,
they're
I
not.
took it out.
Wait, you took it out.
Don't they got cameras
The
up in
kids.
there?
Yeah, they went down there and got it and I took it and threw it away. But I was like, yeah, I don't want nobody thinking that that's ours. Cause the trauma from when you leave
Yeah, I
something
know.
behind and you're like
Yeah.
in school and everyone's like, look
Yeah.
at you know,
Yes,
Because
braid,
high
yes,
school,
braid.
you care. Like, if that was now, I'd be like, yeah, that's my braid. Can you throw
but
it
not
away?
left in no pool. I don't want
I
to
think
look
I would
like
care a little bit still.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
There's still a little bit of the.
Well, I wouldn't
whatever.
care because I'm like,
about where it is. If it fell out in public somewhere else, I don't care. But this place, I gotta live here. I gotta be addressed. Like, okay. And I didn't
You
want
are
them
not
trying
the
to like
only one
make
in your
some
community,
This was
though,
the
that
real
wear
thing I
braids.
remember. I remember thinking, if I don't do that, this is gonna get bad because if they say something about how you can come to that, every year there's a new rule. And so I'm seeing that, I'm noticing that, like, don't come here with this. You can't bring this kind of drink. You can't bring no glass. You can't da-da-da. So I'm just like, watch there be a rule that's going to piss me off. Like, we
No
really
more
have to like all
braids.
start
Yeah.
tying up our, no more loose
Oh.
hair
Yeah, you
and
have
stuff
to
like
wear a swim cap. Yeah. That's how it is in South Korea.
Right.
Most of the pools are like
it.
you have to have a swim cap, but your hair all loose in the pool will clog the filters and stuff. So
Yeah,
like
it
I
does.
get
It
it.
can cause an issue. So
So
see
yeah,
why I'm
go
like,
get that damn
I'm not
braid.
I'm not just thinking
That's
about
deeper. I
like,
didn't understand it first.
yeah, they're
But
gonna
this
Yeah,
make
kind of,
that's what's up. Speaking of
yes.
trauma.
speaking of trauma, go ahead, Shell. Like, so I know you just explained how you have to live there and what that could lead to. But was there something else, like any childhood trauma
From
that
childhood.
Yeah, there's a lot of trauma in it.
you're like, yeah,
You're
of course there's.
debating whether or not you have trauma. Just go back and think, have you ever had your hair pressed or relaxed?
Perm.
I
Yeah.
call this hot comb trauma. There is hot comb trauma, and then hair straightening traumas that are caused by this. So what this brings me to is those Sunday mornings, and you know it's that time, and you gotta sit your butt on a stool. God forbid you move while you sit in like an electric chair.
You like so
Yes.
so all this energy. So.
Yeah. How could I not be traumatized? I looked it up later, you guys, and it was like, there's not likely that this solely would contribute to this thing called dissociative
wow.
disorder, where you just like check out. And it said, but momentarily, yeah, you probably could just check out from something like that,
Find a happy
burning
place.
you
Find
or
a happy place.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, find a happy place. But no, I walking up to that kitchen stool with that towel around your shoulders and like it was like walking up to the electric chair. 'Cause you knew
And
you
y'all
about-
just, and we didn't have like iPads. You just made me realize, like, we had to
Nope.
find our happy place in our head.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
they be having their.
I was trying to think like what was the first time that she ever how could you get a kid to sit down and tell and explain that you're getting ready to put the really hot ass instrument through their little textured hair and it's gonna be some discomfort. But how did she get me to do it? I don't know.
Girl.
Got me to do
The
it.
headlock.
And
I was
yeah.
Like, I'm joking. I'm joking a little bit. Oh.
She was like, yeah, it was.
I don't
actually.
remember. No, really, like I don't remember being forced, but somehow I was like agreeing to do this. Like,
Did you
I
get the
mean, we
Locs cartoons
weren't-
or something?
You like the aftermath. They probably was like,
yes,
your hair
that's
is
the
gonna
thing.
look
And when
very nice.
because you knew you were gonna feel some kind of pain, and then that bolt of
That
light
the first tone, the first.
when that
yeah,
hot
oh.
breeze touched that scalp, and then you forward,
Oh.
and you feel the electricity from your head to your toes and back up again. Your armpits juice, your eyes. And I have advice to my childhood self. Just let the tears out. Just let it fall.
No
Just let that water drain from
You don't gotta scream.
those big
No,
eyes. You don't
just let
gotta
it come
scream.
out.
But I mastered silent crying because it was like, if you hold it in, you're gonna be shaking, and then it's gonna result in more burns.
You gotta be
I'm
still.
sorry if this
Then the
like
person gets mad.
You
this
may as
made
well
me
just
think
let
about it,
fall.
but it's just this. We need to talk about this for a year. This needs to be a year
Yeah.
long. Like I can't even. But like it made me think
Therapy.
about y'all. Remember when people were coming at Beyonce for letting Blue Ivy's
Yep.
hair just kind of be
And they're
out?
I
talking
hated
about
that.
her now.
Like I'm thinking about
Right.
this. Like she's
Judgment.
probably saved Blue Ivy from
Mhm.
all this like trauma. Like I'm
Yeah.
sitting here about to cry listening to you mastering
She don't
freaking
have
silent
no-
tears and crap. I'm like, what
To
the
be
hell?
still.
Like it should never be that serious. And so
I cried all the tears for us, okay? Like trying to
Yes.
get
but like it makes it so I understand. Like Beyonce probably was like, man, like
I'm not
imagining
doing that to
I'm
her.
making this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she may have cried probably one time. I'm sure they tried to do her hair before, and then she was
No.
all upset.
Yeah.
They probably was like, "F this." Like
Yeah, like
need
we
to do
don't
this
have
her.
to,
her.
and people need to
Yeah.
get on board.
And they're
Or
actually talking about her now because her hair is flourishing. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I bet it
banging.
is.
Probably, yeah. And our
Yeah.
hair does better when you leave it alone.
Exactly.
You leave it
yeah,
alone.
it does
Yeah.
better when you
No.
leave it alone. And I remember getting burned.
And
Yeah.
people are tripping, just like judging because what? She was Beyonce.
Right.
They have expectations for our hair, and they
Yeah.
put
They
that
need to
on
mind their
us, and they
goddamn
shouldn't put that on
Yeah.
a child. And
Right.
I still, even in this household, and like when I was letting the kids' hair just be like twist out, it was a problem. Like people were like, "When are you gonna do her hair?" The
It's
fuck,
so
it's done.
annoying.
What are you talking
Okay.
about? Like that's
Yeah.
her hair in its natural state. That's what it looks like when it's twisted out. And to be hearing like, "When are you gonna do her hair?" after you done did it is really super annoying. And then I did
Yeah.
impress my kids' hair. I didn't perm my kids' hair because that
Good
trauma
job.
is so real. Like I remember
Yeah.
being in the kitchen and mom burnt my ear so bad. When I screamed, she
Ooh.
screamed, and she threw the hot
Yeah.
cone on the floor and then burnt a hole in the floor. And when I saw
Yep.
that, I'm like,
The
this
linoleum.
thing is really freaking hot.
It's
Like
like a
she was
weapon.
putting a dang on weapon in my head, and my ear
Yeah.
was white. And don't you know this
Oh, I know
woman
what you're
put
talking
butter
about.
on my ear? Like my ear was white, y'all. It got cooked.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, I know what you're talking about.
See, I didn't deal with the hot cones when I was younger, but I did get relaxers, and those can burn the shit out of you too.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
What?
leave them
How
too
old were you? I
long.
wanted
So
to hear y'all's age when y'all first got a relaxer.
I want to say like, cause I had a lot of hair too, and so I want to say like 9 or 10 maybe. I
Oh,
was
that's
in.
not that young. I was
Really?
like, well, I guess I'm comparing it to myself because I had the Nigerian hair. I was like 6, but
Oh,
Really?
wow.
I don't
we
know
were
if I
all
was
happy about it.
6.
I was happy, because I didn't have to fight.
Yes.
Nobody had to fight
Yes.
getting through my hair.
And it
I
made you
begged.
feel like flowy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Like,
was
it
begging
was
for
like
a
comfortable.
relaxer at your
Oh,
age. I
really?
had wanted one. I saw my cousins like getting relaxers, and their hair wash day was so quick, and
I know.
they were
Yeah.
done and painless, and they was like swinging
Mhm.
their hair in my face. Like,
Not the
You
flinging
and
it
love
in your
I
it.
was
face.
like,
Start
yes,
looking
and
like
I was
Oprah.
begging.
The
Yeah. I
Oprah.
was begging, and mom wouldn't do it for the longest. And I think it was probably around 9 or 10-ish when she finally caved. And that
She
was a
was like,
big
I'm
regret
tired.
to me later on, because you get hooked on it, and then your hair
Yeah.
is trying to revert back to its natural
Yeah.
state almost immediately, and my edges would stress me out because my hair is like in between all the time. So the ends is straight, but the base
Oh,
is,
yeah.
and then it costs a lot of money to get your hair done like that and keep it up. So I finally was like, my hair clearly wants to be, curly. So why am I trying
Yeah.
to straighten it all the time? And I just stopped. I cut it all off
You
and
inspired me,
started
Lise,
rocking my
looking
natural.
at your hair.
That too.
Inspired me too.
Yeah, I think I inspired a lot of people. Before a big chop was a thing, I cut my hair off, and then it started
You was
to
the
be a
first big
thing.
chop in the Seattle
I
area.
was the first big chop, y'all.
Beautiful.
No.
Beautiful bald head. I was like, wow, you're really
And Shell,
doing
you look beautiful right now too. I've been staring.
that? Yeah,
Shell, you sitting over there like looking beautiful. You were listening to us talk, and I'm like, yes. Like I'm just looking at your hair. It looks so good. It reminds me of, but
I
I'm
love
100% honest. It reminds me of Spike Lee's sister. Do y'all remember her in
Oh,
like Do the Right
yes.
Thing?
Yes.
And they,
I
I remember
do.
staring at her, and I was like, it was like I didn't have the words because I was a kid, but I remember looking at her and just feeling like how like empowered or just how strong she must be to
How
like rock
strong,
that
yeah.
like
wear her
that
hair.
style and not care because nobody was doing that type of style, and it was just kind of like she
Like
was
Gumby.
like,
Like Gumby.
yeah,
Like,
and she
Yeah.
just did it. Like that
did
was
I
so
say his name
powerful.
right? Or say the name right?
Gumby,
You did.
yeah,
Gumby.
yeah.
Okay.
Like that's
Gumby.
such a powerful statement.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like interesting. It like just giving me a little bit more like drive and power. Maybe I
Mhm.
want to do that. Maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to show up how I am today.
You are
Mhm.
gonna
I
do
love
Yeah,
it.
that.
it should not be a
No.
problem. We shouldn't need a
But some
policy or
people make
anything.
you really feel like just minutes before, he was like questioning.
Right.
He was talking
Yeah,
about your
like,
hair,
are you
I
sure
know.
you want to do this? Like, and
He was
Yeah.
like, you
it's
gonna
so.
go like that? You only got 20 minutes. They were like,
But
what?
when
Yeah,
you're
we
fine
need to
with
study
it,
That's why
psychology
you
of it.
think about it a little bit and just be like, that's why I don't give a fuck. You know,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
yeah,
at the end
I'm
of the
saying
day, I
when you're
don't care
fine,
though what you're
people
thinking.
get fine.
You say what I said to my aunt when I shaved my hair last year. I think it might have been 2 years ago though now, but when I shaved my hair off on the sides and I put my locks in, and she was like, you looking like a little, no, I didn't have the locks in yet, but just the shaved sides. It was kind of a Mr. T thing. She was like, you looking a little dykey. And I was like, good thing I don't care.
No.
Hey.
You have
Exactly, because I'm hella married, and he loves it. And you know
Yeah.
what? You reminded me just like of an artist. Like you play guitar and when you're playing your piano and when you was like dressed up and we would go out and stuff, I'm like,
looks
look at my
fine.
Yeah.
friend.
I was like,
No.
he know nothing
Look
about
how
like
beautiful.
not. You don't gotta be a lesbian to shave your hair.
I
You
hate
don't have to be
that.
a,
No,
you don't have to.
it was
That's so
pretty and she
crazy.
didn't look like a lesbian. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And if she was a
Hair is
lesbian
so
with her
deep.
hair
No, I
cut,
can't.
like
If y'all could
whatever.
see the stuff going through my head,
Some
like,
of
oh,
the worst. I've had a lot of this like backlash about how I'm wearing my hair my whole entire life.
we all have, I think.
Whether it's coming from your loved ones or
Mhm.
strangers, you're gonna
Yes.
hear it. This is why we're talking about this today. They say natural hair doesn't matter, but then why are we still talking about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Natural hair is okay, but why are we still having this discussion, having to explain to people that this is
This
how I
is how
came
it
into this
looks.
earth?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm not
If
touching
this
it.
brought up a memory, drop a heart in the comments. Give us a little black heart in the comments. No, am I supposed to say black, you guys?
Why do you want to say black? Or I'm
You
not
don't have to
saying
say that. I think it just says that. You just say whatever you want.
Oh, it says it on the thing. Girl, you're
Just
right.
curious,
Whatever.
why do you want it to be black?
I didn't see it in the thing, so I was like, what is going on? Is there something I'm missing?
Yeah, if this brought up some trauma for you, drop a heart in the comments and let us know you're not alone.
We're going to get into more later. This is just part one.
Yeah,
Part one.
come back for part 2, y'all. We're gonna get into the workplace drama when it comes to black hair. We're gonna get into the economics of it because this hair costs money to look like this.
A
This ain't
$1 billion
no wash and go.
industry.
Billion dollar industry for a reason. So come back.
And let us know if there's anything y'all want us to touch on, because there's so many subjects around black women and our hair.
Yeah, anything you want us to address, let us know in the comments.
Man, we get really competitive when we play anything.
Like, we know what's going on.
Hey, come back.